Yeah, yeah. A Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name.
Hello and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 192. Got a beautiful 6-box breaks here coming to you tonight. We do have a couple of spots at the moment. I had an individual that's supposed to send an EFT. I haven't received the e-transfer yet, so I put the 2 spots up if anyone does want to grab those. And Chris, if you're listening, I have not received your EFT yet, so I can't give you the spots until I've received the funds. Please do reach out to me and or get that EFT underway. Otherwise, those 2 spots are up for grabs if anyone wants to get them. How you doing, Brian? Nice to see you. Peter as well. Sniper, good to see you too. Hey, by the way, Sniper, you had won a card last week, but I don't know your alias, so I'm not sure who you are. If you please let me know, I can get that card sent out to you. Hey, Chris, nice to see you. All right, looks like one of those spots just went. So we do have 1 spot left. As I said, I've got a e-transfer that has not arrived, so I put the spot back up on the site. If anyone does want to grab those, go ahead and do so. Oh, you're Julian. Okay, great. Thanks, Sniper. I will I'll get that sent out with your cards tonight. I see you're in tonight's break, so we'll get that sent to you. If you are just joining us, of course, a little bit sad. You know, lost a ex-NHLer today, relatively suddenly. In fact, he was carrying the torch just a few days ago at the Bell Center, and we lost Claude Lemieux. No details yet, but it appears to be unexpected, so a sudden death of some kind. Unfortunate turn of events there. So I do feel for him and his family. Hey, Darren, nice to see you as well. Just going to give a couple more minutes here and see if this last spot does sell, or if Chris does reach out and pay the EFT. That would be wonderful. Not you, Chris Gray. It's a Chris C. You see Chris Gray in the crowd here today. He, of course, is one of the organizers of the Quiz Pamps, this sports card show, to which I was a part of this past weekend. Excellent show. I couldn't ask for better. It was a beautiful sunny day outside, and yet the attendance was still really, really strong. So well promoted, and good job to Chris and his team at the Hockey Heroes as well. They support Hockey Heroes, which is a charitable organization that is really nice to get behind. We'll talk about something that maybe they got in the works for a future break of theirs coming up as well. I'm actually quite excited to hear more about it. So if Chris has more details, I'll let you share maybe a bit later on in tonight's break. Okay, looks like I may have got the EFT for that last spot here. Bear with me 1 second here, folks. We are good to go. Just getting our list of participants up in the randomizer. Okay, apologies there for the slow start. We did have a e-transfer that didn't come through until the last second there, so we had that spot we are just waiting to fill. All good now. Who else we got joining us? We got A. Shep, Paul, nice to see you as well, and Dennis. Good job. All right, so it is a team random break as usual. We've got our list of teams on the left-hand side. We are going to start on the right here with the left-right randomization. I'll just do that one time, so here we go. So that's the left, meaning any cards that we have with a team on the left and right-hand side, kind of like a Young Guns checklist as an example, that will go to whoever has the team on the left-hand side for tonight. And then we'll randomize each list of our teams and participants 3 times, and that will get you matched up with the team that you're going to have for tonight. So let's go ahead and do that. There's 1, 2. There's our 3 times for the list of teams. We'll do the same on the participants. There we go. 3 times on the right, 3 times on the left. You can go ahead and take a look at which team you have been assigned. We do allow a couple minutes for trades, so the way that works, both participants have to be live here on YouTube and agree to the trade. So if you have a trade to propose, go ahead and say my team is up for grabs. And then if you guys can work something out, wonderful, we'll make the trade. And if not, we'll leave it as is and get on with the break. So we'll give this maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to hop on to tonight's break. As I said earlier at the very start, sad passing, of Claude Lemieux. Seems to be a sudden passing announced today. And obviously he was well enough to carry the torch into the Bell Center just a few days ago. And so I have to think it was some sort of an unexpected death, but no details yet. We've got Sackville Rangers says Toronto's up for grabs. Panthers are also up for grabs from Julian. Paul says my team is up for grabs, but Paul, maybe if you could say what team that is, that helps. Tampa Bay is up for grabs. If anyone's looking to trade any of your teams for those, just go ahead and say so. It's funny, whenever I've entered a break on my own and I trade my team away, inevitably the team that I traded has some sort of big hit. It's just the luck of things. Dallas also up for trade. Vegas up for trade. Got a lot of people willing to trade their teams here tonight. So of the people that are willing to trade, are you willing to trade with each other? Of course, no NHL games on tonight. First time in a long time we haven't had a playoff game going on during the break. Of course, that is because Vegas did the unthinkable and swept the Colorado Avalanche, which I don't think anyone saw coming. I think everyone thought that it would be a tough series on both sides and maybe even a coin flip or the edge to Colorado. Although once I think people found that there was injuries to Cale Makar, it started to get a little bit more even or maybe slanted towards Vegas. And then, of course, McKinnon got injured, and that was just that was probably the nail in the coffin for them. Okay, we also got Boston up for grabs. LA also up for grabs. Jay is proposing Toronto for the Rangers. Whoever is the Rangers is I don't know who has the Rangers. Boston up for grabs. Anyone? Sorry, Julian. Julian, would you take Boston? Patrick's asking. Oh, gotcha. Jay has the Rangers, so Jay is willing to trade the Rangers for Toronto. Sabres for Bruins. Patrick proposing a trade. Well, lots of trade action going on, or potential trade action. If you are watching here live on YouTube, we will have giveaways throughout the break here tonight with no purchase necessary. You don't have to be in the break in order to win, and those will just happen randomly throughout tonight's break, but you do have to be watching live in order to win. Brian P. saying Tampa for Dallas. I'll give this maybe about another minute, and then we're going to start. Scott proposing LA for Vegas. Paul Mack saying no to Tampa. NB Scrum Half saying Utah or Winnipeg for Vegas or Toronto. Okay, I'm going to start putting this into graphic format. If we get a trade that transpires before I post it, then I'll go ahead and fix it. But otherwise, we're going to get on with the break here tonight. Mark Mack saying he would trade for Utah, Vegas for Utah. So Mark and MB Scrum Half, do you guys have a deal? Utah for Vegas? Mark, can you just agree to that trade? And if so, then I'll go ahead and do that. Done. Okay, Utah for Vegas. We have a trade, folks. All right, let me just get that changed, and then we're going to get started. All right, so no more trades here, folks. Just so I have it right, that was Brad and Mark, correct? Okay, so we did do a trade with both MB Scrum Half and Mark. Matt, can you please just double check? Does that look correct on your screen? All right, awesome. I'm going to just kick those teams up into the upper right-hand corner so we can get started with tonight's break. I do appreciate everyone's patience there while we work through a couple of trades. Tonight we do have a 6-box break. We've got 24-25 ice. Of course, we are searching for anything Macklin Celebrini out of that product. We got a 24-25 Stature. That's a dual rookie class, so that's a Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini. 25-26 Artifact, so that's this year's rookie class. A 25-26 SPX, which, by the way, I think Upper Deck really knocked it out of the park with this one, bringing SPX back up to a respectable product. We have 25-26 Series 1, which is a Demidov Chase, and we have the 24-25 Series 2 Celebrini Young Gun. Hoping to hit one of those in that one. Good luck, everyone. We're going to start here with 25-26 Series 1. All right, here we go. Starting off with an encore there, Connor Zary. An upside down portraits and a sizzle reel. Big win by Team Canada today over Team USA. 4-0. Of course, it's not the Olympics, so does it really count? I don't know. I suppose it does. We're still playing for national pride, but it's certainly not as big of a stage as the Olympics. Congratulations, though, to the Canadian team. Macklin Celebrini lighting it up so far in the tournament. Continues to impress. Okay, we got a blue parallel there of Clayton Keller. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen on the regular encore, and we have a Bustle Vander Kane. Do have some pretty big PSA news to share with you, perhaps after this box. It does affect anyone who's dealing with PSA. Okay, we got a tracking systems there, followed by our first young gun. We got Weisblatt. Steven Stammer there on the goal oriented. Speckle sizzle reel. Canvas there, Kyle Connor. And Kadri on the portraits. Unfortunately, didn't do a whole heck of a lot there in a round against Vegas. When they really needed him to step it up, he couldn't quite fill the shoes of an injured Nathan McKinnon. And encore, we got some compadres there, Slavkovsky. And we got Gatcomb. Montreal Canadiens, of course, are going to need to do something different to figure out how to solve the Carolina Hurricanes. You get outshot at least 2-1 in every single game nearly. You are not going to win a series that way. Martin St. Louis getting outcoached, in my opinion. Has not yet figured out a strategy to beat the approach of the Hurricanes. Silver outburst there. That one is Sam Lafferty. A sizzle reel there, Dakota Joshua, and a compositions of Tyler Toffoli. UD Canvas, Ekholm, Nyman on a young gun, and a Connor Bedard there on the Cup Quest. And for the record, as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, it does pain me to say this, but I am cheering for the Montreal Canadiens. I would love to see them get to the finals. Montreal-Vegas, I think, would be much more exciting than watching Carolina Hurricanes. I find their style of hockey quite boring, and it would be nice to see a Canadian team win the Stanley Cup. Tracking systems. We got a door work and an Eklund portrait. And our first Dazzler coming up here. And it is Marchessault. Canvas there, Kaprizov. And a goal-oriented Austin Matthews. McCore, and Bustle, and a Dvorsky. He's a decent young gun out of Series 1. There we go. Obviously, we'd like to see a Demidov. But Dvorsky is a solid young gun out of Series 1. Oh, we got a Pop 500. Lucas Raymond. Tracking systems and a compositions. I am curious, those that are watching here live on YouTube, what are your thoughts of the pop counts? You know, when you figure like a pop count 1 or a pop count 10 or a 50, are they desirable to you? Are they, I mean, they're obviously rare, a pop count 1 or a pop 25 or a 10. Are they cards that you chase? Are they part of your PC? Last pack here in box number 1, 25-26 Series 1. We've got 5 young guns so far, so there should hopefully be a young gun in this pack. We got a Coco on a young gun canvas, so a bonus young gun perhaps here. And we've got Cagnoni. So we did get our 6 young guns plus 1 young gun canvas. If you watched last week's break, you saw we hit a Matthew Schaefer out of our Series 2 box. Hoping we'll have some nice pack luck again tonight. This time, we're looking for Celebrini. So we got a 24-25 Series 2. We'll do that here in just one moment. I do want to share with you, as I said, some news from PSA. And this is really big. So if you go to the PSA site, they made an announcement that either came out yesterday or today. And essentially, they are pausing all value submissions. Completely pausing. They are no longer taking submissions as of June 2nd. For any of the bulk value, value add, value, any of those value services. So if you drop your card off at a local hobby shop and they're doing a submission, that's typically called a value or a bulk submission. You get that at a little bit cheaper rate because they're submitting so many at one time. They are pausing those submissions and they're estimating for the next 3 to 4 months. They are not accepting any of those submissions while they catch up on the 10 million card. Yes, you heard that right. 10 million card backlog that they currently have. So their goal is to get that backlog down to 5 million cards before they open up submissions again for those bulk or value add submissions. That's huge. I mean, I'm glad they're trying to catch up. That's awesome because it's taking way too long to get cards back. But if you got a card you want to grade for PSA, that now forces you to send it in a more premium service in order to get it through until this backlog gets caught up. So that's pretty crazy. So go ahead over to the PSA website if you want to read more about that. But that is something that they've just announced. Not happy about that myself. Okay, box number 2 here. We're going back to last year's 24-25 Series 2. Of course, this is where we can hopefully find the Macklin Celebrini Young Guns. All right, into Series 2, starting out with a Silver Outburst. We got Chatfield, Young Gun there, Mizio, and an Ooh La La of Sorokin. The pre-orders just went on sale as well for the new PWHL hockey card release, if you're into that. I do believe that this will be the first year that we're going to start seeing autographs and memorabilia. So in flagship, there could be autographs, and I've heard the potential for memorabilia, but I haven't heard that confirmed yet. a speckle version there of Electricity. Young gun there, Seamus Casey, and a upside down welcome aboard. That is Connor Geeky. If there's anyone that's heard a little bit more about the PWHL release that's watching here in chat, feel free to share, please, with the community. Canvas there, Carlson. And Bang for Your Puck, Morrissey, and Electricity at Brady Kachuk. On a heater, Thomas. We got Ponomarev. And we got a playlist there of Sidney Crosby. Got a Fluorescence. And that is Luca Del Bel Blues. That's a fun name to say. We got a Speckle on tour there, Columbus Blue Jackets, and Electricity, Lucas Raymond. On tour. And a Romanov Young Gun. And an Ooh La La there of Vinacek. Four Young Guns so far. Canvas, Joseph Wall. Young Guns Renewed of Saros. And a Dylan Larkin Portraits. Young Gun Canvas there, Ponomarev. So we got the regular and the canvas. We got a Nick Suzuki, Young Guns Renewed, and a on tour. We are hoping that Nick Suzuki can renew his playing style and get back in those games. Of course, he missed that crucial breakaway there. I can't remember which game that was. Wasn't the last game, I don't think. I think it was the one before. Josh Dolan in the portraits. And we got Blomqvist, Young Gun, and a Connor Bedard on the playlist. A couple of Betsy inserts there. Ooh, we hit an exclusive Devin Cooley Young Guns. Wow, big hit there for the San Jose Sharks. He is definitely an up-and-coming goaltender. Wow. Got a UD exclusives. Let's see if we can get that number there through the camera lens. We are 38 out of 100. Nice big hit there for the San Jose Sharks. I'm just going to get that into a one touch. There we go. That is 2 breaks in a row that we have hit a UD exclusives. I think it was either the last break or the one before. It could have been the one before. But we did hit an exclusives there as well. They are super rare there, folks. I don't see those very often. All right, we got a Dazzlers, a Nuge, and a Jake Gensel Young Guns Renewed. On tour. And we got a Michkov Young Guns. There we go. I mean, that was a really big chase in this product last year. Of course, Celebrini the number 1, Michkov the number 2. And I think this is just a great time, in my opinion, to pick up some Michkov cards because I got to think that he's not done. I think we're going to see some good stuff coming out of him. Might just be wrong team, wrong place, wrong time. I don't know, but he's got way too much talent to not be doing much better than he is. And the hobby love, I think, will follow. All right, we got a Bob there on the Ooh La La in our base. The last pack here, we think we've hit all of our 6 young guns. So I don't think we're going to hit a young gun here, but you never know. Canvas there of the Rat, Marchand. Hey, we got a Celebrini. So it wasn't the young gun, but we did get his portrait, which, oh, and we got a Lane Hudson. So we got a Lane Hudson rookie insert, and we got a Celebrini rookie insert. The Celebrini one, of course, holding some value. All of his inserts from his rookie year are in and around that $10 to $20 range, depending on where you go. So not a bad hit there whatsoever. We'll also sleeve up the Lane Hudson. He is selling well in the hobby world too. All right, that'll do it for box number 2. Let's get into our first draw here. Let me just put these cards aside. Still impressed by that UD exclusives. That is, I said, that's a rare thing. I've opened plenty of boxes of my own and never hit one for myself. I've now hit 3 during our breaks in the lifetime of doing the breaks over the last couple of years. All right, so I think we'll do SPX next, but before we do that, let's do our first draw. Going with the Big E. And Eric Lindros, this was a promo card from the Oshawa Generals. And I can't remember where, I believe this was a giveaway at one of the games. It's literally a promo card. They can still be found from time to time. They were definitely mass produced for the time, but they're much more rare than the upper deck cards that you could have got at the same time frame. So we got an Eric Lindros Oshawa Generals card up for grabs. Just do ! Join. No purchase necessary, folks. Just got to be watching live here on YouTube in order to win. I'm going to put this Devin Cooley card under our card cap. And maybe while we're waiting for people to join, Chris from Grey Matter Sports is joining us here in our break tonight. He is one of the organizers of the Quiz Pamsis Sports Card Show, and got to chat with him last weekend when I was there. As I said, I was a vendor at that show. It was a nice show. I enjoyed myself, and they actually purchased from me a box of 05-06 Upper Deck Sidney Crosby Young Gun Year box, hobby box. And they're going to be doing some sort of a break or draw or something. They haven't decided yet. But when they do, I will share the information, and it will be to help support a charity that is near and dear to their heart called Hockey Heroes. And so, Chris, if you do have any more information, feel free to pipe up and chat here. And you can post that info. I'm okay with that. You can cross post and talk about your break if it is something that you've got organized, or if you don't, not a problem. You can send me the info later on, and I'll post it up on our Facebook page for folks to see if that's something you want to get involved in. Okay, a couple more seconds here. If you want to get in on the draw for this, do ! A join, and we'll get you into the draw. We'll pull that in just a moment, and then we're going to open up SPX. Okay, no more entries in the draw. Our winner is Wade. Congratulations to Wade. I do not believe that we have a Wade in tonight's break. I could be mistaken. Wade, if you're not in the break here tonight, please just send me your mailing address. You can do that by sending me an email to info@maritimesportscards.com, or just reach out to me on Facebook. Send me a message there, and I'll get your card mailed out to you at no charge to you. Okay, so as you know as well, I've been occasionally throwing in random packs. So I pick up some packs sometimes, loose packs at card shows or wherever. Pick this bad boy up. It's a 2014-15 O-Pee-Chee. So let's rip that now. This will be included in tonight's break. Let's see what we get. We got an Eric Cole from the Stars, Sammy Salo from the Lightning, Claude Giroux, the Flyers, Brad Boyles, got a Marc-Andre Fleury. And there's our insert or hit. We got Ryan Jones. And a Carey Price. Whoa, there's a sweet hit. We got a Carey Price insert. ST69. That's from the 14-15 O-Pee-Chee. Nice hit there for the Canadians. So that would have been 14-15. That should be his second year card, right? So second, or is that his first? Maybe somebody who's a big Carey Price fan can chime in on that one for me. But those are included in tonight's break. All right, off to SPX. If you haven't seen this product yet, I think you'll be impressed with what they've done. I've not been a fan of SPX over the years. I felt it's a product with not much identity. It just didn't really, I don't know, it didn't grab me. Last year they did the horizontal cards. I didn't like that at all. This year, I think they've done a really good job with this product. Typically in a break, we do not send out base cards just because it's simply too expensive to ship all these base cards. In each pack here, you only get 3 cards though. So I'm going to go ahead and include the base cards from SPX in tonight's break as well. We will mail those ones out to you. And they do look sharp. I mean, look at that. That is a gorgeous base card. Like, I think that is actually a better looking card than a base platinum, in my opinion. They are sharp, and in hand, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but in hand, they're nice. You can see the sort of the player there in the background. They're cool base cards. All right, there's our first insert. We've got the Bound for Glory. So they did it. I like these. We got a Noah Ostlund, that's the rookie. So you're going to get an insert, a rookie, and a base card in each pack, or at least that seems to be the pattern. Okay, here we go. We got Sebastian Aho base. We got a Lane Hudson. There we go, folks. We got a finite blue, and it's numbered. This one is, oh boy, they put it right over a part that's hard to read. 349 out of 999. So it's a 349 out of 999. Lane Hudson blue. And we got a Tyler Toffoli base on the back. So nice hit there. Lane Hudson. We'll take a numbered Lane Hudson card any day of the week. Brady Tkachuk base. Whoa, we got a Macklin Celebrini numbered card right in behind that. 253 out of 299. What a box so far, folks. That is outstanding. There we go. So we got the blue finite, and then we got the gold finite. And the gold is shorter print than the blue. Does it even say blue on the back? No, doesn't. Should though, because there's also a silver, which is the base. Couple nice hits there so far. Here we got Stankoven having a hell of a playoffs. Oh, we got a cup card. Those are cool. So this is the 35.5 pound card, which is the weight of the Stanley Cup. These are actually really cool die cuts. If I put a white background there, you can see now you see the Stanley Cup on the left-hand side. These are cool. And it's Obi. Getting some nice names there. Celebrini, Hudson, and O-Pee-Chee on our big insert cards thus far. Oh, we got a game film. These are cool too. There we go. Put a white background, you can see. They're pretty cool. That one's the Blackhawks, and it is Levshinov. Oh, these are sweet. These are the Hullview FXs. So there, if you put the white there, you can see the player. That's pretty cool. There's a Rantanen. Cole Caulfield. And we got another Hullview FX, and this one's a Levshinov. Let's put the background there so we can see it. There we go. All right, last pack of SPX. Really curious, folks. What are your thoughts about SPX? Are you liking it as much as I? Oh boy. Oh boy. Now you're liking it. If you weren't before, holy smokes. So we got a numbered 68 out of 150. So 68 out of 150. It's a Matthew Schaefer rookie. And these are the really cool resonance. This is the green resonance insert. And again, this does not do this justice through the camera. This is just a really cool card. You catch the different angles and those circles just pop. Wow. Beauty hit there for the Islanders. So how about that, folks? 3 of our inserts are numbered cards from Matthew Schaefer, Macklin Celebrini, and Lane Hudson. And then, of course, the Stanley Cup insert is O-Pee-Chee. Unbelievable box there of SPX. That was beautiful. All right, let's put the Stanley Cup up there. Well, if you weren't a fan before, you might be now. Let's open up another random pack. So this one's a 25-26 National Hockey Card Day pack. There are potential autos in these packs, so let's see if we can nail one of those. Okay, so we got a Nathan McKinnon, Hockey Superstars. Of course, sustained some sort of an injury. I'm sure we'll start to hear over the coming days how serious his injury was, as well as Makar's, and there's got to be some others on that Avalanche team too. We got a prominent rookies there, Logan Stankoven, and of course having a playoffs like no other. We got a legendary, or Legends on Ice, Mark Messier. We got a J-Rob, Hockey Superstars. We got a Lane Hudson. There we go, prominent rookies, Lane Hudson. And of course just the checklist there. So we'll take that Lane Hudson rookie. Sit in our Hockey Card Day, National Hockey Card Day pack. A little bonus for you there, folks. We're going to do a box of 25-26 artifacts. If you're watching here live on YouTube, we will do some other giveaways tonight for the folks that are watching. No purchase necessary. Just do need to be here live at the time that we do the draws. If you are enjoying tonight's content, do please consider giving the video a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to the channel. All right, artifacts. Okay, so we'll typically have some base cards on the back and a decoy and or a card. Oh, that's actually not a bad card. It's a little bit thicker. I'm just going to set that down. We'll slow roll some of the potential hits. Not a chunky card, but it was a thick card. There's our base insert. Okay, and it looks like we're going to have a pack full of base. Oh no, it's numbered. It's on the back. I forgot to put the numbers on the back. So we got the Stewart Skinner. This one's out of $6.99, so $4.29 out of $6.99. That would be a just a base parallel. Stewart Skinner. It looks like we have a ruby. We do, in fact, it is a ruby of Dylan Strome. So those ones are numbered out of $5.99. This one is $5.09 out of $5.99, a ruby red. Looks like we got another base parallel. That one is Barkov, going out to Florida, numbered 407 out of 699. And is that copper? That's the copper insert. Roman Josi. It is copper. That one's out of 75, so 37 out of 75. Roman Josi. Looks like we have an Orem. I got a Jack Hughes Orem card, so that's one of the bounty cards. By now, the top prizes would have been claimed, so I don't suggest scratching that unless you're trying to finish the bounty yourself. But you have to have all of the Orem cards, so don't scratch it thinking that you're going to get a prize just because you got an Orem card. You have to collect all of the Orem cards to get the prize. But nice hit there, Jack Hughes. And I really like the design of the Orem cards this year. Like, they're a great standalone card. Looks like we have a clear cut. Yes, we do. We got a rookie clear cut there of Maverick Bork. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. All right, last pack here of 25-26 artifacts. We do have that pack to look at as well. Hoping it's going to be an auto of some kind. All right, this one's a little bit thicker as well. What do we have here? Okay, we got a Threads of Time, Jack Eichel, having a really great series there with the Vegas Golden Knights. This one is a jersey card. And of course, that's an hourglass shape because it's the Threads of Time. And then this pack, last pack here from Artifacts, we did have another card that was a little bit thicker. Toronto Maple Leafs. It is a M34. Not an auto, but it is a jersey. So we have an NHL Remnants of Austin Matthews, jersey card there. And I've run out of 75 points. I'll have to put that in a 75-point top loader a little bit later here. I don't have one in front of me. All right, that is Artifacts in the books. Before we move on to, I think we'll do Stature next. Let's do another draw. This time, let's do it for a Michael Misa rookie card. This is from Allure. It is the yellow-green color flow. And so that one is from the 25-26 Allure, yellow-green color flow, Michael Misa rookie card. Just do exclamation point join. No purchase necessary, folks. If you're watching live on YouTube, you are eligible to win. If you are not in tonight's break, we will get that off to you at no charge to you. We'll mail it to you. Okay, so if you're not sure what's going on and you're watching here live, people are doing a join, exclamation point join in chat, and that's for a chance to win this Michael Misa yellow-green color flow rookie card. Again, no purchase necessary. Just got to be watching live here on YouTube. All right, give that just another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll do the draw. All right, no more entries. Our winner, Matt McMarsbro. And you have to please remind me of the alias there. I think I got it, but I just want to be sure. Congratulations, by the way. All right, before we go and open Stature, let's do another one of these random packs. We got a 14-15 artifacts. See if we find anything cool in here. All right, we got an Obi. Duncan Keith on the base. And we got a Timu Solani numbered. This is the Ruby, so 252 out of 599. Timu Solani for the Ducks. And then a couple bases. Nice hit there for the Ducks. Thank you, Michael. I knew it was Michael. I just wasn't sure if it was the Michael Bot or Michael. We got a couple Michael B's. All right, let's get into Stature. Dual rookie class here, 23-24 and 24-25, as well as some updates. There are actually some rookies from even previous years in this product. This is one of those premium products where there's only 5 cards per pack, so we will send base cards of Stature along with your cards tonight. We only generally send base cards from the more premium products where there's only 1 or 2 base cards in a pack. Try to open it sideways so we don't see all the cards. There we go. I'm going to go straight to the back here. I'm going to start off with, looks like a red card. It is the 24-25. And we start off with Morgan Riley. This one is numbered. 124 out of 249. So we have Morgan Riley. We know it's the 25-26 from the border pattern here. That's the pattern for 24-25. So a red parallel there to start off with Morgan Riley. Let's go off the top here. And we got another 24-25. And we got Jake Gensel. So that is the base card. Jake Gensel. I'm gonna go right to the back here. We have a blue, and this one is the 23-24 pattern. And we got a Luke Hughes rookie card numbered 41 out of 99. We'll take that. Again, my 75-point top loaders. I forgot to stock up here before the break, so I'm going to have to put that. I'll set it aside and I'll get that sleeved up and put in the top loader. Okay, we got, I think, 2 cards left here. Is this one the auto? I think the third one might be the auto. I'll put that one down. Let's do this one. Okay, we got another 24-25 card here. Oh, that's the auto. We have a Barkov, Florida Panthers. As somebody was trying to trade Florida earlier, but they're glad they didn't now. We got a Barkov auto. Nice hit there. Of course, the Stature, they're on-card autos. So a nice Barkov auto card there. Beauty hit for Florida. And the last card in our Stature here is a 23-24 card. And it is Simon Nemec. So we got 193 out of 999. So we got the Luke Hughes low numbered card. We got a Morgan Riley a numbered card and the Alexander Barkov auto. So that's the top hit there from that box. I'm just going to set that off to the side here so that I can get that put it into the proper top loader after the break. Okay, heading into our last box here of the night. Before we do that, I do want to tell you about the next break that will be coming up. Got a couple of weeks that I'm taking off here. I got a couple of work trips that I'm going to be on, and unfortunately I won't be able to do a break next week or the week after. So the break that I'll be doing next will be on Wednesday, June 17th, and that will be the last break that I'm going to do before I take some time off for the summer. So this will literally be the last break until the beginning of September. Going to do a full case, folks, of the brand new released 25-26 Extended. And if you haven't been following, Extended is going to be, I think, a really hot product this year. They're putting in memorabilia and potential autographs. So it's going to be a whole different kind of product. There's actually Matthew Schaefer, like jersey tags. There is, stuff that you would never see in a flagship product. And so Upper Deck is trying to spice up their extended series, and they've certainly done that, I think, with this year's release. Of course, this is where we can also hopefully find the Matthew Schaefer Canvas Young Gun, the Acetate Young Gun. Beckett Seneca will also be in the product. And perhaps another, there's probably a couple other rookies that I'm leaving out, but Beckett Seneca would be the I think, the top Young Gun chase outside of course, the Schaefer Canvas and Acetates. But really cool product. So we're going to do a full case break. That'll be $75 a spot or $70 for 3 or more spots. That will be up on the website. If it isn't already. Just double checking. Oh, it's up, but I haven't put it for sale yet. I'm just going to fix that real quick. Okay, it is now live on the website. If you're looking for a spot on that case break, go ahead and head over to maritimesportscards.com and you can grab your spot there. That will be our last break before we take some time off for summer. And so hopefully we'll see you in that one. And then, of course, we got our last box here tonight. We got 24-25 Ice we're going to crack into before we do that. Let's do the last draw here of the night. we were opening some artifacts cards, and I thought, well, it might be fun to do this one. This is a rookie dual jersey, numbered out of 399, so it's 112 out of 399. Askarov. Now, of course, with the San Jose Sharks, but there's his rookie from 23-24 artifacts. So go ahead and do exclamation point join to get into that one. If you have enjoyed tonight's break, please consider giving us a thumbs up there on YouTube, as well as subscribing to the channel. It does certainly help out with the YouTube algorithms. I will absolutely still be doing some content all throughout the summer, and I'll be doing some random YouTube videos. I'll be opening up some product over the summer as well, reviewing some of the new releases. I might sneak a break in there somewhere in the middle of the summer, but there won't be anything regularly scheduled. Okay, so exclamation point join if you're looking to have a chance to win this rookie Askarov card. As I said, it is numbered out of 399, and it is a dual jersey. Just joining us underneath the card cam there, although a little bit hard to see with the glare. We did hit a UD exclusive Young Gun Devin Cooley earlier in the break here tonight. What a hit that was. And of course, SPX treated us really well with a numbered Macklin Celebrini insert. We got a numbered Lane Hedson and a numbered Matthew Schaefer rookie card. What a box that was. And then the Stanley Cup, the 35.5 pound insert. Also, earlier in the 24-25 Series 2, we hit the Michkov Young Gun. I'll just give another 30 seconds or so for any entries here. Exclamation point join for your chance to win that card. And then we'll get into 24-25 Ice right after that. Okay, no more entries for that one. Back-to-back winners, Michael. Congratulations, Michael. Michael with some luck there tonight. Congratulations again on that one. All right, here we go. 24-25 Ice. Looking for anything Celebrini. And sometimes the packs are just stubborn to open. All right, so those are base cards for Ice. I'll take one off the back there. We do have a decoy. And then we've got a colored insert and then an acetate. So we've got a green insert here. Green parallel of Jake Gensel. And then we have an Ice Premiers. This one is Hellenius, I think. I'll just put this behind there. Yeah, that's Hellenius. Numbered 843 out of 999. So we have an Ice Premiers. Start us off. And a Emerald Green parallel Jake Gensel. Another Emerald Green. This one is Leo Carlson. And then behind that, we've got a rookie purple. And it is Cutter Gauthier. Hey, there we go. We'll take that. A purple of Cutter Gauthier. his stuff really starting to climb in the hobby world. Last couple of shows that I've done, lots of people asking for Gauthier, for Seneca, a lot of the Anaheim players. Oh, if you haven't heard, I didn't mention it. It is on the in the ticker there for the upcoming card shows, but the dates have now been formally announced for the Halifax Expo happening this coming July. The dates are July 10th to 12th. It'll be in Halifax. It's actually in Dartmouth. If you're not familiar with the area, it's just a community just outside of Halifax, right across the bridge. It is the first sports card expo they've had in Halifax in some time. I have applied to be a vendor. Haven't heard back from them yet whether or not I got a spot, but if I'm not a vendor, I'm definitely going as a shopper. And hopefully it'll be a really good show. Should be promising. It's the same promoters as the ones that do the Toronto Expo. No doubt that it will be much smaller than the Toronto Expo. There's no way it's going to be anywhere near the size, but it should be a good show. Oh, I just noticed that, sorry, we hit a base rookie of Logan Stankoven earlier too. I just saw that sitting at the side there. All right, we got base Eklund there. Trocheck, Robert Thomas. We have an Emerald rookie of Marshall Rafai. And then we have a Articulates of Morgan Riley. So July is a beautiful time to visit Halifax. So if you're not from the area and you've never been to Atlantic Canada and you've been considering it, this could be a good excuse to come on out. I myself am in Moncton, New Brunswick. It's about a 2-hour drive or so to Halifax, and I'll definitely be making the trip. I think it'll be well worth it. All right, we have another. Oh, this is another Emerald. This one is Rasmus Dahlin. An Emerald of him, and another Articulates. This one, Claude Giroux. Hoping to find an Exquisites card. They're really nice in ice. One of my favorite inserts from the product. All right, our Emerald it's another rookie. That's Jack Thompson. Saw the blue. I was hoping it was a Celebrating. And we got a silver rookie. Logan Stankoven auto. All right, there's a nice auto to hit. Like I said, he's having a really good playoffs there. So it's a white snowflake auto. White snowflake auto. That's okay. That's got to be a little bit more rare. If somebody on watching here live on YouTube could look up the white snowflake pack odds, that'd be super cool if you don't mind. And it's an auto version of it. It's not numbered, at least I don't see a number on it. Sometimes they blend in. No, I don't see a number. So it's just a white snowflake auto. And it's a rookie of Logan Stankoven. Big hit there for Dallas. Put that in the center here. I didn't notice that it does have this kind of, I guess it is snow that's over here. It looked like just a regular silver, but with this snow on it, it's a different card. It is an on-card auto. We have Del Bell Blues for a rookie there on the back. We have an Emerald of DeBrincat and a purple of Jack Eichel. It is a very big hit. I'm just trying to find the pack odds. Like the white snowflake is that's a rare hit. St. Ivany. Matty Beniers base. Marchand Emerald rookie of another blue helmet threw me off. Also San Jose, but not the right guy. And we got a purple there of Tim Stützle. 1 in 150 to 200 packs. Beauty. In addition to it being autoed. Oh, nice chunky card there. Let's set that down. We'll slow roll that at the end. So the Snowflake. Oh, another chunk. Look at that. Another chunky card. We're going to set that aside. I think the Snowflake is the pack odds for that, and then the auto version of it, I think, would be it's got to be potentially even more rare than that. I don't have the odds here in front of me, so I'm guessing, but okay, we got Zach Bolduc there on the rookie, base rookie. Our green is Jack Hughes, and we got a purple. This one's a rookie. We got another Logan Stankoven. We got a Sub-Zero rookie. Quite a few Stankovens tonight. One Snowflake for 24 boxes. There you go. And for it to be Logan Stankoven, that's a big hit. Okay, we have another Emerald. We got Heiskanen, and we've got an Ice Premiers, a green Ice Premiers of Mancini. This one is numbered 188 out of 199. Last pack here to open, and then we got these two packs to look at. Rookie there, Maverick Bork. Okay, we got a rookie. That is Romanov. All sorts of San Jose Sharks in the rookies here tonight, dancing around the Celebrini. We had an Ice Premiers. Scanlon. That one is the silver, so that's numbered 910 out of 999. And then we got two relatively chunky cards here. Let's take a look at those. We'll go from the back here, get the rookie out of the way. We've got Graham Clark. We got our bases. We got an Alex Tuck green, emerald green, and then okay, we got a rookies exquisite. This is Gage Gonzalez, and this one is 147 out of 199. So that's the rookie exquisites. I do like the exquisite cards. They're very cool. They have a really nice finish to them. Big chunky card. Big 180 point. Get that in a top loader here. Then we got one more pack here to look at. Also a thicker card here. On the back, we do have a Lane Hudson rookie. There we go. We'll get that sleeved up in a second. Kadri on the base. Terry base. Jack Hughes. We have an Emerald of Bo Horvat. And then our... oh, it's a frozen card with a little mini card in the back. Okay, we got Sean Couturier. And it's the frozen in ice. And there is a little mini card in the back here. If you're watching live here and you have the Philadelphia Flyers, do you want me to open it? I'll set that down while I wait to see. Who's got Philly? Can't read that. Matthew O. So we did get the Lane Hudson rookie as well. I'll get that sleeved up just in case. I don't know if Matthew's watching live or not. King Maple says, so you buy a spot, whatever team you get those players that he pulls. Yes, correct, King. That's exactly how that works. So it's a team random break. And there we go. We got the frozen and ice. That's how we're going to end with tonight's break in terms of product. Do I have another random pack? I do. I have another random pack we're going to open. I got a Tim Hortons. So 24-25 Tim Hortons pack. Let's see what we can get out of that. Matt says, do not open it. I won't. Could be a Celebrini in there. Who knows? All right, we got a Matty Beniers on the base. We got a Brady Tkachuk, pure gold, and we got a Claude Giroux on the base. So we'll get that sent out as well tonight. All right, folks, thank you again very much for tonight's break. I think we hit some real bangers there. We got the Logan Stankoven White Snowflake Auto. That's got to be the hit of the night for sure. The numbered Macklin Celebrini card. We got this rookie numbered card of Matthew Schaefer. Those are also quite big. Lane Hudson numbered card. I got some other cards I set aside from earlier. The Devin Cooley underneath the card cam over here. We got the UD exclusives. Devin Cooley, that's a huge, huge hit. Michkov on the Young Guns. Don't write him off yet, folks. I think he is going to have a comeback, if not this year, maybe next, but he is not done. I think we're going to see more from him. Thank you again, folks, for being such an awesome break community. As I said, our next break here is going to be 2 weeks from now. It's going to be Wednesday, June 17th. I am away for a couple of weeks, and so we're going to do a case break of 25-26 extended. That will be the next one that's coming up. It'll be $75 a spot. If you're buying 3 or more, that'll be $70 a spot. And as I said, if you haven't been following with extended, do take a look at what's in that product. Take a look at some of the checklist cards. There's some very interesting stuff coming outside of the regular Young Guns. There is going to be memorabilia and I'm hearing autograph cards as well. So that's a real bump to the extended series cards. As I said, best community here in the breaks as far as I'm concerned. You guys are absolutely awesome. Hope you're enjoying the Stanley Cup playoffs. By the time we get to our next break here, the Stanley Cup will be awarded, and we'll certainly talk about that. But until next time, thanks, folks.
Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. A Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, McDavid, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young Guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high, silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. McDavid, Speed Bedard on the glide, Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name. Whoa, crack packs, drop facts. Whoa, no fakes, all stacks. Whoa, from the great White North, yeah, we run them tracks. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young Guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. McDavid, Speed Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name. Crack packs, drop facts, no fakes, all stacks. From the great White North, yeah, we run them tracks. Crack packs, drop facts, no fakes, all stacks. From the great White North, yeah, we run them tracks. Oh.